Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 108, Astros 7, Nationals 4. Let's get straight into the main talking points from a big win to snap the losing streak and tie the series with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up. Leading off, Yainer Diaz. This was the kind of performance with the bat we've been sorely missing from Yainer and shows just what he's capable of. He crunched a critical game-tying homer the other way over right centre field to make it 2-2 in the fourth and change the whole mood of the game that was threatening to follow a familiar pattern. Yainer added 2 more hits on a really impressive night, and the question now is, can he replicate this display on a regular basis? Up second, Mauricio Dubón. M-Dub produced a typically live-wire showing and also had a 3-hit game, plus an incredibly patient 10-pitch walk and a stolen base, as his energy shown embodied the type of spirit that was just what we needed to break this 5-game losing streak. Up third, Christian Walker. It was a great night with the bat 2 for Walker, who picked up 2 hits that included another contender for most important knock of the game, a 2 RBI base hit up the middle in the 6th that finally started to give our lead some daylight. Let's break the rules. Up fourth, Jason Alexander. He did exactly the job that we needed from him in a solid 4 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits with just 2 runs with 2 walks and an impressive 6 strikeouts. No one should be under any illusions over the type of pitcher that Alexander is and his limitations, but this is what he's on the roster for right now, and it was a case of job done. Up fifth, Cooper Hummel. Joe Espada pulled a pinch hit masterstroke in the 5th as he put Hummel in to hit for Jacob Melton with 2 runners on. Hummel was to repay that faith with a go-ahead RBI hit to centre field that gave us a lead we would never relinquish. Hummel's taken a fair bit of criticism for his hitting, but there was nothing at all wrong with him here. Up 6th, Jose Altuve. The little boss was able to get in on the action with an important RBI base hit of his own in the 6th that doubled our lead to 4-2. Up 7th, Cam Smith. He did really well to pick himself up from a pretty scary piece of chin music from Nationals pitcher Michael Soroka to drive in a first inning run on a double down the right field line. He was out later in the game for running outside the first base path as the run was wiped out, but there were positives here for Smith, also drawing a walk after a difficult stretch of late. Up 8th, Zach Short. He dropped a couple of excellent bunts over the course of the game, one of the sacrifice variety as we pushed to extend the lead in the 6th, and another for a base hit in the 7th, both times with the lead runner eventually scoring after. Up 9th, Bennett Sousa. The lefty was back to his best here with 1 1/3 innings of hitless baseball with a couple of strikeouts to follow on from Alexander in the 5th and 6th. We batted around. Up 10th, Josh Hader. Hader picked up where he left off on Monday, absolutely dominating the Nationals hitters in a 1-2-3 strikeout save, just what we want to see. 3 down. First out, the Bryans wobble. King and Abreu gave slight cause for concern in the 7th and 8th as neither could prevent the hits from stacking up. King giving up 3, Abreu giving up 2 and a walk as both conceded a run. Hopefully King isn't starting to feel the effects of a long season. Abreu I think should be fine. No other negatives. A couple of extra points to finish on. Mood changer. Doesn't that just feel so much better after a switch to some positive energy? And chain reaction. The task now of course is to turn one win into multiple and start a streak of our own. With the win, we improved to 61-47 and our AL West lead grows back to 4 games ahead of the series decider versus the Nationals with Ryan Gusto on the mound. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the win in the comments. Make sure you're following at Astros Fans UK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Astros!